Hey Erin,
Yes, Trent?
since it was Father's Day on the weekend, do you want to hear my dad jokes?
Sure, this will be good.
Okay, why did Billy fall off his bike?
I don't know, Trent, why did Billy fall off his bike?
Because Billy was a fish. Okay, second one. Why did Billy fall out of a tree?
I don't know, because he was a fish.
No, because he got hit by a piano.
Okay, well, I'm Erin and he's Trent, and if you'd like to enjoy the next 30 or so minutes of myself and Trent, then get comfortable because this is Studio 20 Live. Welcome to today's show. Thanks for joining us. We've got plenty in store for you guys today. But first up, I would like to point out the elephant in the room. No, seriously, it is an elephant in the room. It is a fantastic piece of art by Manga the artist, who is a Sydney-based illustrator, artist and mural painter, who has been kind enough to lend us this fantastic drawing of an elephant, print of an elephant rather. And yeah, it's an honour to have it on our set today.
And he's also got an awesome beard.
He does also have an awesome beard.
And you don't need a beard though to be featured on the show. If you want your artwork on the Studio 20 set, feel free to hashtag Studio 20 Live and let us know.
That's right. Also today is Are You OK Day.
Are you okay, Erin?
Yes, I am, Trent. Thanks for asking. And there's plenty of activities
I'm good too, thanks for asking.
There's plenty of activities on campus today, but later on we're going to catch up with Sarah and Kevin, who went to Sydney earlier this morning to see how Are You OK Day went in Sydney. So.
Yeah, we always love getting stuff from Navo, but we also got the guys from Pop Up on the street this week covering Gender and Sexuality Week, so that should be good. And on top of that, we've got Talissa coming in to talk to us about the eSport, all things entertainment.
That's right, but first up today, we're going to have a little bit of a chat about UOW Goes Global, which has been an event on at campus throughout the month of September, started last week, which features a range of activities which get students involved in the people and culture of the world. First up, we're going to be joined by Laura Polson, who's going to give us a little bit of an insight into what all that is about. Thank you so much for joining us, Laura.
Hey.
How you going?
I'm going good, thanks.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, so just give us a little bit of a brief overview of what UOW Goes Global is.
Okay, cool. So UOW Goes Global is pretty much starting and having the conversation about how UOW is a global university. So how they're doing that is running events pretty much every single day. Sometimes there's 2 events. So take for instance, today from 10 till 2, there was an Asian festival on the lawn. Tomorrow there's a global perspectives talk about Vietnam in Building 6 at 11 o'clock. And there's also an Aboriginal bush tucker walk, and that will be weekly. So all you have to do is you go on to the UOW Goes Global site and look at the calendar, and you can see all the amazing events they have to offer. Like there's even ones about how to like work overseas. So yeah, get onto that, and then also like their Facebook page, which is UOW Goes Global, and then come along because we're a global university. You should be a part of it too.
Yeah, and you personally have an event on the 25th of September. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, cool. So I'm running an event and it's about 365 docobites. So what 365 docobites is for 365 days, 2 filmmakers, they're Australian, are travelling the world, and every single day they're uploading these little documentaries about the places they go and the people they meet. So my event will show a few of the little films that they've made so far, and then we'll also have a discussion about what they might like about the films, how they might interact with videos online, and stuff like that.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So 365 docobites is a documentary, but it's not a documentary. So can you tell us a little bit about what docobites is?
Yeah. So it would be kind of insane for me to say they go around and film an entire documentary every day. What they do is they make these mini docobites. So they're about 1 or 2 minutes, and they'll talk to someone, they'll ask them a question. So that might be about like where they're from, it might just be about their advice, like it might just be a little insight into like humankind and stuff like that.
So like Humans of New York?
Yeah, it's just like Humans of New York. So it's kind of like every single day you're going to get because it's all on social media. You're just going to get this little burst of inspiration, this little pop of culture that could, you know, potentially change your day.
So you're about halfway through, so there's already a fair few up on social media.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what your favourite one is so far?
Yeah, that's so hard. So I think they're halfway through now, so there's like 150 videos to choose
Just
from.
give us your top 50.
Yeah, my top 50. I'll give you my top 2.
Okay,
So
Let's do it.
one I really liked was from Iceland, and they talked to a couple, and it was kind of hilarious because they said in Iceland, because it's such a small place, they actually have invented a dating app where you can check that the person you're dating is not your cousin. So it's kind of like Tinder, but for your cousin. I don't know.
You just don't want to get a match.
Yeah, so that was kind of like mind-blowing. I'm like, imagine living somewhere like that.
Yeah.
Another one I really liked was for a week they filmed on a boat in Croatia, and they met this young American boy, and he was totally like, he could have starred in the movie like Into the Wild. Like he was really one of those people who was like, yeah, I've just like left that part of my life and now I'm traveling the world and like
Finding myself.
Yeah, it was really
That's
inspiring.
awesome.
So yeah, they're my faves.
Cool. And in relation to UOW Goes Global, how is this 365 docobites going to benefit the university? Like, what's in it for us as students?
Yeah, cool.
I want to know what's in it for me.
Oh, what's in it for you? Okay. So the thing is, like, a lot of young people these days, we do have an opportunity to travel abroad. Like, we have exchange and stuff like that. But sometimes we forget that not everyone has that opportunity. And to me, like in my travels, I've found that the way I develop and learn so much is really the people I meet.
Yeah.
So 365 is kind of offering people a way to meet these people and get this advice and kind of develop and grow you as a person just by using social media. So that's incredibly important for UOW, being a global university, to kind of have that link and to have our students be able to learn every day.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, so they're really taking advantage of like social media and getting students involved because it's all
Yeah.
about the people.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
a global
And we
scale.
the thing is, like, 365 isn't just the filmmakers. It's not just the people in the docomites.
Yeah.
It's honestly even just the people that like our the pages and kind of interact with us, because that as well is like, that's showing humanity and that's showing like the connection of humankind. And
Before you go, where can we find all these docobites?
all these docobites, you can like them on Facebook at 365 docobites, and then they have every other form of social media, so they have Twitter and stuff like that. But if you're interested in coming along to the event, it will be on the 25th of September. The venue is to be announced, but if you like UOW Goes Global, you'll be able to find all the information on there. And you'll get to have a little further insight into what they kind of are doing, because the information I'll find out from you guys, I'll also be able to contact them, and who knows, a question you might not want from someone on the street could be asked in like Sweden or wherever they are next.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Thanks for coming in, Laura.
It's okay.
I'll make sure to like on Facebook.
Yeah,
Might
great.
not share, but I'll like it.
Okay, that's fine. Thanks.
But now we're going to catch up with Brittany Carter for the news. Who's going to tell us what's been going on this week.
Thanks guys, here are the news headlines today. New South Wales Transport Minister Gladys Berejiklian has encouraged the public to try and beat the new Opal system. Card holders who make 8 journeys, including short trips back to back, receive free travel for the rest of the week. As a result, many Opal users have been taking smaller trips in cheaper periods like the middle of the day, in order to save money on their expensive peak hour commutes. Apple have announced a release date for the iPhone 6, the iPhone 6 Plus and the very first Apple Watch. The company has confirmed that the 2 smartphones will be available for purchase as early as September 19th, with the high-tech watch on sale in early 2015. Kate Middleton and Prince William have announced they are expecting another baby. The royals are said to be delighted, publicising the news less than 2 months after their first child George's first birthday. Postgraduate student Aishan Hassan has shared her experiences working as a female journalist in Pakistan at this week's FemSoc Free School, labelling the country as the 3rd most dangerous country for women and the world's most dangerous country for journalists. Hassan said accessing information is the biggest challenge she's faced, and encouraged aspiring journalists to be courageous and expose themselves through travel. Submissions for the 2014 Paper Girl Wollongong program are now open, Organisers are encouraging local artists to submit anything that can be rolled up, as long as it's no bigger than A3. These artworks will then be given out as random gifts to the public at this year's annual Viva Lagong Festival in November. And the fantasy has come to an end for beer drinking Simpsons fanatics, with Duff beer being pulled from Australian shelves for a second time. The company has been accused of breaching the Alcohol Beverages Advertising Code, as its marketing was deemed too appealing to children. BWS and Dan Murphy's retailers have been given the okay to sell their remaining stock, but the brew will no longer be produced in Australia. That's it for this week. Back to you, Trent and Erin.
Thanks, Brittany. Well, in breaking news, President Barack Obama today has announced his 4-point plan to degrade and annihilate the Islamic State ISIS.
That's right, and another breaking news story that's circling the current today. A man has been admitted to the University of Queensland Hospital with symptoms of the Ebola virus. Now, the good news is that health professionals have confirmed that it doesn't seem likely that he does have the Ebola virus, but he is quarantined, and all the people that took care of him were well equipped in all the quarantine style gear, which is good news. But now we're going to up the tempo and we're going to check out how Sarah and Kevin did this morning at the Sydney event for Are You OK Day.
Hi, I'm Brodie Young and I want to ask you the simple question. Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Hi, I'm Ashley Nelson from the Hockey Roos.
And I'm Rachel Lynch.
And we're asking, are you okay?
6 Australians die from suicide each day. Are You OK Day invites a conversation to change a life. What's the response been like from the van and from events you've been holding?
People love the conversation buzz. It is a real talking point, it is a focal point, and it is bright and positive, which is exactly what we want it to be, because we want people to feel like asking are you okay is something they can do to make a difference. And people in regional Australia in particular have welcomed us with open arms.
I got involved in Are You OK because I want to make a difference. I think it's something close to my heart. I've lost a few mates through suicide and mental health.
Have you had experience in your life where you've had friends or family that have sort of been affected by this and needed that chat?
Absolutely. Like I know many people who in my life who've needed support at one time or another, and myself included. I've relied very heavily on friends and family to kind of navigate life's difficult struggles. And I think that's the point of Are You OK? None of us are immune to troubles, and we're all going to be vulnerable at some point. It is a campaign about mateship. It's about inspiring people to be even better mates by taking the time to ask the question.
So make sure you chat to someone today and ask,
Are you okay?
Thanks, Sarah. That was an okay story, wasn't it, Erin?
It was a great story, Trent.
Are you okay?
But it's true, like I'm fine. It's as simple as asking somebody, are you okay, that can make a really big difference, which is what today's all about.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm glad that you're okay, Erin. It
Thanks,
means a lot
Trent.
to me.
Okay.
But now we're going to go to a quick break and we're going to catch you guys up on what's going on in Wollongong.
Well, like every week, our lovely guys from the pop-up team have put together another video for us this week, all based on Gender and Sexuality Week. So let's take a look at that.
Hey, this week at UOW is Gender and Sexuality Week.
So we thought we'd ask the students their thoughts on gender.
No.
No.
Not really. Kind of. No.
I do not. No.
So maybe no.
I think there's a difference between what's outside and inside.
Gender is who you identify with and who you feel you are. Sex is what you're born with in terms of your chromosomal kind of alignment, but in fact gender is what you learn. It's how you learn to be male or female.
I guess it plays a role in how we are taught to identify ourselves at the beginning with social constructions.
Some people are born with bits that they don't really identify with the gender associated with the bits.
Gender isn't biological at all. It's something that's very fluid.
Of course, like physically, you might look like a male or female, but...
I mean, if someone with a penis thinks they're a girl, they're going to be a girl.
Or whatever gender you choose to be, which might be somewhere in between.
Genetically, I would say yes, but it doesn't mean your orientation is necessarily a boy.
That idea of gender comes to you from your culture.
Yes. Yes.
That's a tricky one.
Yeah, sure.
And that's perfectly valid.
Yeah, I think so.
I definitely think they should be allowed to, like it's your own right.
No, I think they should.
I think for certain purposes, what gender you are is actually necessary.
Because you know if they're male or female, it's about organs. It's like, even if they may feel like a man or a woman, they have a penis, so they're a man. How else would you identify it? Don't really feel like that should be an issue for anyone. I don't understand why it's their business. So,
well, if you don't feel comfortable feeling like with what your orientation is, then you're not really going to feel comfortable in any other aspect of life.
They could if they wish, and there are plenty of people who are kind of intersex, so there maybe should be an MFI, intersex.
It's like an official government form, then you've got the chance to actually other people appreciate what your orientation is.
I just believe that they should. People should be able to do whatever they want.
Yeah, if they can do what they want.
And if someone wants to see themselves as transgender or not be labelled as male or female, then that's entirely up to them. They should be allowed to do that.
Thanks for that pop-up with team. If you want more stories on Gender and Sexuality Week, next week is the release of Satangula, which is on gender and sexuality, and there's also work from UOWTV, so you can check that out on our Facebook page and our website. But now we've got Talissa for eSpot, even though with Talissa sometimes you think it's the rant.
Yes, no, if it was the rant, we'd need 10 hours to do a show, I think. No, but I am here with the eSpot this week, guys. There's a big scandal in the entertainment world. There's a few little things going on, so I'll just get straight into it. The How I Met Your Mother alternate endings was leaked on Saturday night via a site called Vimeo.
No spoilers, Talissa.
No, I'm not going to spoil it for anyone because I did the right thing and didn't watch it on a piracy website. I'm going to wait for the DVD like everyone else should on the 23rd of September.
How do you keep up to date on Game of Thrones if you don't pirate?
I watch it on TV. Okay, anyways, it's Game of Thrones. Come on, cut me a bit of slack. All right. So that's not only a bit of controversy this week in the entertainment world. Gaultier was rumoured to be running for Parliament. Now, you may know that guy from that song.
Sing a bit of it for us.
Almost. No, we'll do that later for karaoke. No, but somebody that I used to know was a song that made Gaultier famous all over the world. And his band The Basics, which he's also involved with, has come out and said they're sick of the BS happening in Victorian Parliament and how they wanted to make some changes. So as the rumour mill does, it started, spinning around, making it snowball, and unfortunately Gaultier is not running for Parliament. He came on to a breakfast radio show and did confirm that he's not going to be.
That's a shame.
In the next election.
That's a shame. I would have voted for him because he reminds me of somebody I used to know.
Trent, everybody.
Thanks, Trent. Okay, what else is happening? So Sam Smith has done two wonderful things this week. He's not only announced his Australian tour, which is very exciting for April next year, but he's also released his new album called In the Lonely Hour, and it's got songs like Stay With Me on it and I'm Not the Only One, which you probably have been hearing around all the radio stations.
Sing some
for us. That gets released. Enough. We'll save that for our karaoke. I already talked to that. Okay. That'll be this afternoon. So he's already released that album. It came out this morning, so check that out if you haven't already. And if you are interested in heading along to his show, he is heading to the Hordern Pavilion on the 27th of April, and tickets go on sale on Monday morning at 11 a.m. So make sure you check that out for general admission sales. Something else that is happening this week is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is coming out again today.
So pumped for
I
that.
know, it's just like our childhood on the TV screen with Megan Fox. I mean, I can't complain about that. And I did actually get to interview Megan Fox and Will Arnett, but we're having some technical difficulties. And
what a shame.
We're not going to be able to put that video on.
It's just one of your numerous A-list interviews. It's okay.
So many these days. No, but they've been on the green carpet this week promoting the movie, and it's had a bit of a mixed review from critics, but the Michael Bay film's already made $300 million at the box office. So it must be doing something right.
It's Ninja Turtles.
I know.
Enough said.
Can't
I know.
go wrong
Old
with Ninja
90s
Turtles.
kids are like, yes, let's go watch it. And I'm one of them, so I'll be heading along to that this week. And finally, in the entertainment world locally, a band called Kingswood that you may know, they get featured quite heavily on Triple J, are touring and heading along to Waves nightclub, where they're going to be performing their new album, which has just been released in the past year. So they're going to be heading along to Waves on September 19th, and the show's at 8 p.m. And you can still get tickets via the Mosh Tix website. So make sure you do check that out if you are into Kingswood, just like I am. And that's about all for the entertainment news.
Well, thanks, Talissa.
Thank you for having me.
It's always a pleasure.
Oh, thank you. It's always a pleasure being here. I love being on camera. So.
Well, we know.
Alrighty then.
Go
So
on.
after the lovely Talissa's eSpot rant.
Wait, that was, yeah, I thought that was the rant.
No. Now
wish
we
it was
have
the rant.
No, we have our weekly rant by the lovely Angie.
Hey guys, have you ever been in a situation where you tell a joke and people don't understand it and get offended by it?
I was trying to make a joke with my tutor about something that didn't quite make sense to me. I asked her again later on as a joke, and she was like, I've already explained it to you 3 times. And she got really angry at me. Then the whole class I was in went really quiet, and I felt like a dickhead in front of everyone. And I really, really didn't like it, and it really made me feel really insecure and stupid. And I just didn't feel well about it at all. I was just trying to have a joke. You didn't have to take it that seriously. You didn't have to explode it into something else that would have made me feel like an idiot in front of everyone, because that's just slack.
Honestly, take a joke.
Well said, Angie.
Hey, Erin, want to hear a joke?
Of course I do.
Okay, why does nobody want to date a lobster?
Why not?
Because they're shellfish.
That was a lovely example of what that rant was just about.
If you got any other great jokes, hashtag Studio 20 Live.
Or just send them to Trent.
Yeah,
Because he obviously needs help in his joke department.
I'll need some for next week, so yeah, it's always welcome. But now the rant's over, it's time for talent. We got Tyne-James Organ. He's going to perform one of his original songs called Loose Change.
Loose change in quarters, I'm on the road to nowhere. I'm with the paper cuts and the twisted notes, alone some days it's a joke. Well, I'm a drunk again from your scent to Georgia, wonder soft her pale skin. And the threadless needles amongst the strings, don't mind me if I comprehend. And your voice, it shivers me down to the bone. Earth stands still like a block of stones now. But I'm running away with you again. Oh, well, I'm running now away with you, oh, again. Rain droplets of water, can you order me 1, 2? I'm falling for the circus just to make ends meet with you. And the footsteps along the pavement, she whispers words of wisdom to me. Now I'm sitting alone and waiting for the calling as it will be. But I'm running now away with you again. Oh, well, I'm running now away with you, oh, again. But when your makeup is on my shoulder and I want you to go unfold you, I let it be. Oh, well, I let it be. But when your makeup is on my shoulder and I want you to go unfold you, I let it be. Well, I let it be, I let it be. Oh, and the loose change in quarters, I'm on the road to nowhere. And the paper cuts and the twisted notes, lonesome days, it's a joke. Well, I'm a drunk again from your scent to Georgia, one just softer pale skin. And to never forget what hadn't been, I'm always yours, please don't forget me. Oh, well, I'm running away with you again. Oh, well, I'm running now away with you. Oh, again. I'm running again, and I'm losing my mind, and I'm going insane, and I'm running, oh, again. Well, I said I'm running again, and I'm losing my mind, and I'm going insane, and I'm running, oh, again. Well, I said I'm running again, and I'm losing my mind, and I'm going insane, and I'm running, oh, again. Oh, I'm running away with you.
Well, I think I could listen to you all day, that's for sure.
And I think I got some loose change. So tell us about that song. Do you just have some loose change around in the pocket?
Yeah, I had a girlfriend back in the day, as young kids do.
Yeah.
And so I wrote a song about it, and then kind of dwelled on moments in my life as well, other than just that. Kind of used other things, influenced it with it. And but yeah, it's a fun song. It's not one of those songs that I look back now because I'm not with her and look back, oh no, I can't play that. It's just a fun song. So, but yeah.
Cool. And like, tell us a little bit about the gigs and stuff you do.
I've been doing a lot of gigs since finishing high school last year. I kind of haven't been into the whole working thing. I'm more of a just muso love, as bad as that is. But I've just been playing, showing every show I can get on, I'll play it and stuff, and just trying to get as much money in the bank with that as I can. But lucky enough, I did a tour. I started up in Bondi, came down through Wollongong, went to Melbourne, stayed down there for a bit, and came back up, and then just getting really back on track with my band Blueberry Circuit now. We got a gig tonight at Three Chimneys, and then all weekend we're busy, like writing, getting all more stuff done. We've just found out today we're playing a festival at the end of the year, which is pretty exciting. It's a smaller festival down in Bateman's Bay called Lost Paradise, but yeah, that's going to be exciting. So we just want to get all that going, just get on the road and get some recordings
Awesome.
done. So yeah.
Well done.
Thanks for coming in, Tyne.
Thanks so much for having
awesome
me.
to have
Really
you.
enjoyed it.
Excellent.
And lastly, before we leave, Erin, are you okay?
Yes, Trent, I'm fine. Thank you so much for chatting to us. So thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.
See you guys next week.
Bye.